us again. I'm live. Yes. Oh my gosh, I am back, everyone. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. Okay, so I've got to start all over with this live stream, but basically we are going to be talking about soulmates, how we can manifest them swiftly and fast. Okay, it is totally possible to get exactly what you want, to create exactly what you want. You know, whether that's a soulmate or just a loving relationship, maybe you just want to fling, but we're going to talk about how you can manifest your soulmate and what a soulmate partner should look like for you. Okay, I'll take you through all the steps and methods that if you implement them, oh my goodness, the sky's the limit. Okay, there's nothing that you can't manifest. You just need to do things in the right manner. Okay, and so before I get into how to swiftly manifest your soulmate, because I know that is so close to all of our hearts, including mine, and that is why I am on here, not only to help you manifest your soulmate, but also for me to manifest mine. So I want to thank all of my new subscribers and my loyal subscribers that have been with me pretty much from the beginning. I have changed my channel name so many times, and I appreciate all of the patience that you guys give me. So I am embracing my new channel name, and I just want to let you all know that I talk about most anything, any kind of subjects and topics that are related to manifesting, and that includes the Nephilim, dragon, magic, astrology, obviously, and precognition, clairvoyance, basically any topic that literally ties into manifesting and creating a better life for yourself. I do offer life transformational life coaching. I mean, you can contact me in my email, and I am more than happy to help any and all of you in whatever pursuits you guys need, whether that's love or you want a better career, you want perfect health, money, abundance of money and joy, whatever it is, I can help you and guide you through that process. Just contact me via my email. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to just thank all of you for being here and supporting me. I am halfway there to achieving my 4,000 hours of watch time hours so I can get monetized. So I am really happy about that. I'm almost there, thanks to all of you. And so now I just want to get back to the main topic of this video, which is let's get into the meat and potatoes of the manifesting your soulmate. Now, in regards to soulmate, what it would look like is if, say for instance, you walked into a crowded room and all of a sudden you locked eyes with a stranger, and it's like the rest of the room just literally fades away. And the two of you just have this instant knowing, this instant feeling of comfort. I liken it to feeling like you're at home when you see this person. And anyways, it's almost like when two souls recognize each other and come into each other's lives. They're like the piece of a puzzle that you didn't know was missing, but now that they're in your life, your story makes total sense. Everything makes sense. Okay, everything just seems to be complete, and that feeling of home is so strong. Okay, and there's no pretenses, nothing like that, no awkwardness between you two. It's just a soul recognizing another soul. Okay, and so anyways, enough about that. What we want to do in our beginning stages of trying to manifest our soulmate or a love partner, we need to go within. The first thing you have to do is love yourself. It's all about self-love. It's all about self-care and cleansing your spirit, okay? Knowing yourself and becoming extremely self-aware of every single thing that you desire, every single trait that you want to have in that soulmate, okay? That is so important. And so how you go about loving yourself is you start going within, okay? And the first thing that I did when I was on this journey of self-love and all that, which I've always had a pretty stellar concept. I've always loved myself for the most part. But what you need to do is get yourself a journal, okay? I have a journal right here, which I'm going to refer to, so you guys know that I'm not just talking out my rear end. I actually practice what I preach. So anyways, get yourself a journal, you know, some pens, lots of pens. Start writing down, like I have right here, soulmate, okay? And I have a list, and I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to share with you later on in the video just some of the things that I personally wrote down, just to kind of give you an idea of what you should be doing on your end, okay? I'm going to give you steps and methods that you can implement, but you have to do the work, okay? I'm not going to be beating you over the head saying, come on now, get that journal out. You have to put in the work. That's just the way that it is, okay? Nothing in life comes super easy without a little bit of work. You got to get your hands dirty. All right, so we want to love ourselves. We also want to practice gratitude. We want to keep our vibrations as high as possible, because love is the highest vibration that there is. And when you love yourself and you take care of yourself, you will attract that same person to you. Okay? If you have self-hatred and self-doubts and you're always bombarding yourself with negative thoughts, your vibrations plummet. They plummet. They're staying down here, you know, maybe at 300, and love is up here at 800, vibrating at 852 hertz or whatever. But when you have self-hatred, you're vibrating so low, you're going to attract a lot of low vibrating people into your life, okay? And when you're seeking a soulmate, which is the highest form of a love relationship, I don't believe in twin flames, but I do believe in soulmates. And you can have several soulmates throughout your life. A lot of times soulmates are temporary, okay? They're not all meant to stay. And even our soulmates can be a family member or a friend. It could be a child. It could be anybody. And soulmates come into your life to teach you a lesson usually, okay? And if you want a forever soulmate, if you want that forever partner, okay, that doesn't just fly by and skedaddle on, you know, and do a flyby, you need to get that journal, like I said, and get very specific on what you want, okay? Very specific. The more detailed you can get about the traits that you want in your soulmate, the easier it's going to be. I mean, you will get everything that you desire and then some, okay? Sometimes you get a little extra, but that's why you need to be very specific. And when you're using affirmations or just writing down your traits, make sure you use all of your words in a present tense form. Your subconscious mind only hears things in the present tense, okay? You can't be using I wish I had. No, you say I know I have, or, you know, this is what I will have, okay? Everything needs to be present tense. We're not living in the past anymore, folks. Okay, so any of you that are boo-hooing over somebody else, I'm sorry. That's fine and good. We're humans. We embrace our emotions. We deal with them. We face them head on. We don't compress these hurtful feelings, okay? Because we do break our hearts a lot. We get in relationships we shouldn't have been in, or we were in, and you know, things arise that we don't like. We need to face all of that, deal with it, and then get rid of it. Put it in the past, leave it there. Leave it there. Leave your past in the past. If you want a soulmate now, whatever kind of relationship you want, just get very specific about what you want. That's the biggest thing, okay? I'm here to help you all find your love. I'm also on here looking for my soulmate. And I'm not really looking in that regards. I'm actually creating my soulmate. And I've scripted the qualities and traits that I want in here. Excuse me. I got to get my water real quick. I'm not trying to be rude, everyone, but So for instance, when you're journaling the traits that you want for your soulmate, they can say stuff like this. I'm just going to go I'm just going to say some of the things that I have on my list. Okay. They must have a sense of humor. They must be self-aware and evolving spiritually. That is a big thing. I'm 100% self-aware. So I need someone that's evolving, like really up there in their self-awareness and are seeking to become more self-aware. So that is so important to me. Now you need to get with yourself when you're sitting down in your quiet place, writing down the traits that you want in your soulmate. You need to know yourself so well that you need to know exactly what you don't want. But more importantly, you're going to write down what you want. Okay. We're not going to focus on what you don't want. We're going to focus on exactly what you need and want in a lifetime partner. Okay. So I wrote down, they must be loyal. They must be honest. They must be faithful. Okay. These are traits. Okay. I don't write down they have to be a certain sign. Okay. Because that's just kind of ridiculous anyways, because I've seen signs that weren't supposed to be together that are actually together forever. You know, they've been together for a long time. And so it's really, a soulmate connection isn't based on zodiac compatibility, but it does help. It does help. Okay. Especially when it comes to your emotions. And so I use the natal birth chart as a guide, not as the end all and be all, because your zodiac natal birth chart, like I said, is there for a reference point. It will reveal to you what you need. Anyways, I want to answer this question from Buster. Oh, I guess I probably lost you because of my connection got lost. I'm so sorry. But what was it that you asked me this question? My soulmate is supposed to, that's pretty funny, show up with banjos and confetti, right? So no, I don't think, unless you write it down in your journal, those are the traits that you want, that when you first meet your soulmate, you want confetti and banjos. Anyways, that's pretty funny. But how you'll know is, like I mentioned in the first part, it's when you lock eyes with somebody and the whole world just fades away and you just have that knowing. It's an instant recognition. Sometimes the other person might not recognize it at first. They feel something, they know something is there, obviously, because there's that instant attraction. And sometimes one comes along a little later. But anyways, I want to get back to manifesting your soulmate, starting with self-love. Okay, that's vital. You have to love yourself in order to love another person. If you do not have that self-love, if you don't embody self-love, you don't have it to give to another person, let alone attract another person that has that kind of love that you're desiring. So you have to embody what you want. Okay, if you want someone who's faithful, you need to be faithful. If you want someone who's attentive to your needs, look, that's one of my big ones. I have that on my list. They have to be very attentive to me. They have to pay attention to me. They have to ask me questions. If that's something that you need from your soulmate, you need to write it down. Okay, but you also need to embody that. You need to become that. Okay. If you want someone faithful and loyal, you want someone who cherishes you, you want someone who's kind and compassionate, then become those things. Become kind, become compassionate. And it's so much easier to become all of those things when you love yourself, okay? When you know yourself intimately. All right, so that is the first thing. First and foremost, love yourself, okay? Without that self-love, don't even bother trying to get in a relationship with somebody. If I'm going to tell you personally that with my ex-husband, he had such self-hatred. He literally pushed me away with his energy. He hated himself so badly. He still does. And that kind of energy repulses people away. And you might want a certain person, but because of your self-hatred, you push them right out of your life. Okay. And that happened to me with my second husband that I divorced. And although I care about this person and they're still in my life to a certain degree, as far as the marriage, no, there was so much things that just were repulsive. So I know personally that self-hatred pushes people away. Okay. It pushed me plumb right out of my second husband's life. And so now I am finally to a point in my life after a long time, many, many years of not being in a relationship. I'm at a point in my life where I am now creating my soulmate. So that's going to go really good. Okay. So if you're not one of those people that likes to sit around and write out affirmations, okay, which I'm going to give you a couple affirmations that you can adopt. If you resonate with the affirmations that I give you, you can adopt them, but I encourage you to make the affirmations your own. Personalize them. Use the language and words that you would personally use. You have to customize them, okay? And so what I want to do is I'm going to grab some notes here because some of the ones that I personally use, I'm not giving you, these are ones actually I just made up today. They're not the ones I usually use for myself, but I'm just see if I can find them real quick. So, like I said, we need to use affirmations that are in the present tense. But anyways, if any of you have any questions, I'm looking at my, no more questions. If any of you have any questions in regards to how to journal and write down the traits that you want for your soulmate, like I said, it's as simple. If you have no, I didn't mention this. I need to get back to that. If there's a certain person that you want to be your soulmate, okay, you already know their name, you know them, and you really want them to be your soulmate, then write their name down. Say, so-and-so will be loyal. So-and-so will be faithful. So-and-so, you write down exactly what you want with that particular person. You can use their name, definitely. But if you're like me and you don't have a name, you're starting from scratch, then I don't put a name in. I just say, they will have this, they will have that, they will be self-aware, they will be faithful, they will be honest, they will be attentive to me, okay? They will have great communication skills, blah, 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 on and on. You can even get specific, okay? And this might sound corny to some of you, and you might think it's superficial, but you can even write down certain physical traits you want them to have. If you want them to have blue eyes, which I do, then you can write down, I want them to have blue eyes. If you want them to have red hair, which my hair is kind of red, runs in my family, then you write down red hair. If you want them to have green hair, then write down green hair, okay? If you want them to be a certain height, write that down. I'm a tall woman, so, anyways, get as specific as possible with what you want, okay? Whether you actually have their name or you're starting from scratch like I am, okay? Now, if I didn't cover that well enough, please let me know. I want to hear your feedback, okay? If I'm going too fast, just stop me and tell me something in the comments. I'm here to help you all. And so now after we have done the self-love and we have got our journal and we wrote down our list, I'll show you. My list is it's extensive. It's almost like a little mini series, okay? I get very specific when I want something, whether it's a career or perfect health or whatever. I get very specific in my journal about exactly what it's going to be like, okay? And I can say with my personal experiences with anything I've ever wanted in my life, they usually come to fruition, especially right now, almost instantly. It's like, oh my goodness, instantly. It's crazy how the more self-aware you become, the quicker your manifestations just popping off and just showing up just like, wow, it's almost overwhelming at times because I'm thinking, okay, it might show up in 6 months from now, but then boom, it shows up now. I'm like, wow, okay. So we're just going to go with that. We're going to go with that. Okay. So it's important to know yourself. It's important to love yourself. It's important to take care of yourself spiritually. Okay. This is a spiritual journey, not journal. I got journal on my mind. It's a spiritual journal, everyone. Okay. We need to take care of our soul. We need to take care of our spirit. We need to do self-examining and introspect work as much as possible. And when we are searching for a loving relationship outside of ourselves, we need to keep those vibrations high. We need to practice saying things that are in gratitude, okay? Thanking our universe, our oversoul, or God, whoever it is that you maybe worship or put above you. I call my oversoul. My oversoul is connected to source. So I'm grateful for everything that I have, that I am. I'm so grateful every day. There's so much to be grateful for. So if I want a soulmate, my attention and focus is going to be on what I want. It's not going to be in the past on some other relationship that is so in the past it should not even be thinking. You shouldn't even be thinking about it. It should already be dealt with. Or you should be dealing with it now if you haven't. You should be dealing with past hurts now. Get them behind you. Deal with them. Face them head on. We're humans. We are supposed to have emotions. We're supposed to feel everything. Cry it out. Do whatever you need to do to get all of that hurt out of you. Okay, whether you're crying over a trauma in your childhood or just a heartache that you just endured with someone else, with a parent, doesn't matter who. We need to face those emotions, cry as much as we need to, deal with those emotions. We don't need to be blowing them off or compressing them. We need to deal with them and then put them in the past where they belong. Okay. We don't want the past creeping up in our present heart's desires. Okay. The past is gone. You're not going to get that back. What you're going to get is now, right now. What is in your life right now? That's what you need to focus on. What you want right now and what's in your life right now. Okay. And so get intimate with yourself. Okay. Take the gloves off, get dirty. You got to get dirty. You got to get those hands dirty. You got to get deep into your soul, deep into your spirit, and find out why you do the things you do, why you say the things you do. Take care of it, face it head on, face those demons inside of you. We need to level up those vibrations so you can attract your soulmate. So you can attract someone who loves you and will love you in the way that you need to be loved. And you also need to be giving that loving vibration back to that person, okay? You have to be giving that back. I know I won't be with someone who's not vibrating at the same level as me. If they're vibrating hate, I'm gone. Okay, I'm going to feel it instantly. I feel people's energies instantly. And if you hate yourself, I'm going to know. And I'm going to be repulsed and I'm going to go, bye-bye. I'm just going to fade away. If you love yourself and you're doing self-work, I'm going to feel those higher vibrations. And it's so much easier to be in a harmonious relationship when you're on the same wavelength as someone else. So if that's an important thing for you, which it should be, you should be on the same wavelength and alignment with your soulmate or your soul partner or whoever it is, okay, whatever it is, kind of relationship you want. And then now with the affirmations, I was trying to okay, here's a couple affirmations. Now affirmations, why are affirmations so important? Because affirmations help reprogram your subconscious mind. It's a very powerful tool to reprogram your subconscious mind because our subconscious mind runs the show, okay? It runs our emotions. It runs everything behind the scenes. It's the powerhouse, okay? Our heart's emotions are more powerful than anything. So when we can get our subconscious in alignment with our conscious mind, which is our conscious mind is tied to our soul, our subconscious mind is tied to our body. If we can get all three in alignment, we are going to be a source of creation that no one can touch. Okay. We can literally just instantly create. Okay. Which is very hard for people to get those three in alignment. Okay. But anyways, here is a affirmation I want to share with you. Like I said, I want you to customize your own affirmations, but I want to share some that I just made up today. Okay. This is one that you can adopt if you resonate with it. It says, I know that I will always be deeply loved, cherished, and in a harmonious relationship with my soulmate. Okay. And you can take that affirmation and customize it. So anyways, if you want more personal coaching and you want one-on-one coaching where I personalize your affirmations, please contact me via my email. I will be more than happy to help any and all of you on your soulmate journey. Okay, I would absolutely love to help all of you find the love of your life. Okay, not some fleeting relationship, unless that's what you want. Okay, if that's what you want. Like I said, I can personalize affirmations for exactly what you want. Okay, at least I can help you personalize them for yourself. And so I keep grabbing the wrong paper. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fumbling around. I made a bunch of bullet points and I still seem to not be organized. It's crazy. Anyways, here's another affirmation you can adopt if it resonates with you. Love flows to me effortlessly, and I attract my perfect partner with ease. Okay. And the words that I'm using, I strongly urge you and encourage you to use the first few words that I'm using, because we don't want to be going down into our lower chakras where we're saying, I am, I am, I am. No, we want to say, I know. Okay. That is so powerful. The words you use are super powerful. Okay. And so a lot of people want to say, oh, use the words I am, I am. Okay, that's in your lower chakras. We want to come from our most powerful chakras, which are up here, and also from our heart. And so we're going to be using the I know I am a magnet for pure, unconditional love. And my soulmate finds me now. Okay. So again, I know I am a magnet for pure, unconditional love. And my soulmate finds me now. Okay, so there is just some affirmations that, like I said, you can adopt, customize them, or you can email me. I'm open to coaching. I give life transformational coaching for free right now. Okay, I highly encourage all of you to take advantage of that. In the future, I will probably start charging for my coaching and guidance. Right now, I'm offering it for free. So I just hope you all take advantage of that. Okay, because I know you all want your love partners like I do. You all are looking for a soulmate. I'm looking for, well, I'm not looking for myself. We all want our soulmates, okay, our forever partners, okay? And maybe some of you just want a fling, I don't know, but I will help you in any way I can. A soulmate connection, like I was saying earlier, there could be several soul connections throughout our life, and they are not meant to be, not all of them, are not meant to be permanent relationships. A lot of times we have a soul connection with somebody and they come into our lives to help teach us a lesson. And when that lesson is done, then they go their way, and yes, it might hurt, obviously, especially if you were intimate with that person. But there's always a lesson to be learned. Okay. Always a lesson to be learned. Don't look at everything as like, oh, woe is me, and don't play the victim role, because that's what you're going to get more of. That's that energy of the victim mentality energy has to go. Bye-bye. I'm sorry. I'm a very nurturing person. Okay. My sun sign's Cancer, so I'm naturally very nurturing, but don't come to me with that victim mentality, because I will say bye-bye. Okay. Or I will just help you transmute it, because I have learned how to take all negative energy and transmute it, shoot it back out in a positive way, and create what I want. But I didn't know how to transmute negative energy up until, gosh, I learned how to do that probably about 4 years ago. Okay. So most of my life, I was just avoiding people like the plague, because I didn't know how to transmute negative energy. And I would always get a lot of it. People seem to find me easy to talk to and want to reveal all of their life secrets with me, which is great and wonderful. But I was getting so much of it at one point in my life that I was like, oh, this is overwhelming. But now I can take it. Now I know how to take everyone's energy and transmute it. And I can teach you also how to do that. And in some of my future videos, I will be talking about how to transmute negative energy and turn it into creation energy. Okay. It is totally possible. I do it all the time. Okay. Now, I have talked about what a soulmate connection can feel like when you meet your soulmate. Okay. Now, so say for instance, you have done everything that I have guided you to do. Okay. You have made your soulmate list right here. Okay. You have a journal. You have all the traits written down. You love yourself. You take care of yourself. You dig deep inside of yourself and you know exactly what you want in life. Okay. You know exactly what you want. You know yourself that intimately, down to the soul, down to the core, down to the cellular level of your being. Okay. And you've also taken it to the next level and wrote down all the affirmations. Because those affirmations are vital in reprogramming your subconscious mind. And you get all three of those in alignment, the conscious, subconscious, and your heart's emotions, all three in alignment, you will manifest exactly what you want. Okay, that soulmate partner will just, boom, show up. Okay, things show up instantly for me. When I come from a place of not just my soul, but my heart's emotions and desires, I instantly manifest. Okay. And I'm not just saying that for fluff. Okay. That is actually true. I have a lot of examples where I would speak something and boom, it just show up. I'm like, whoa, that was quick. Okay. And instantly to me can be either within the same day, the same hour, or in 3 days. Okay. So 3 days or less, to me, that's instant. And that's how I manifest now. Before I became self-aware, 100% self-aware. I was getting there. I was gradually becoming self-aware. But when I hit that pinnacle of being 100% self-aware, my manifesting abilities became instant, like creator abilities. Okay, so now I'm more of a creator, not a manifester. But I do know how to manifest. I know how to teach people how to manifest. And so we need to keep our vibrations high. We need to practice gratitude for everything. We need to thank the multiverse, the God, for the fact that we love ourselves, that we have, a roof over our heads, food in our belly, whatever it is that you're grateful for, okay? Or what you're going to be grateful for. Say, I thank you, multiverse, for bringing me my perfect soulmate, okay? You want to live you kind of want to get delusional. This is what I like to say. Get delusional. You want to embrace and embody and visualize and feel you already in the company of your soulmate. You want to know how it feels to be already with your soulmate. And I would even go as far as, of course, acting as if you already have your soulmate. That means, in the morning, if you're having breakfast, set plates for 2 people. Okay. If you're by yourself, that is. Just embody the feeling of how it feels to love someone else and to have someone else love you and support you and be kind towards you. Okay. Whatever it is that you desire. If you want a harmonious, compassionate, passionate relationship, okay, then embody those feelings and visualize. Say, I'm good at visualizing what I want, but I'm so much better at speaking things into existence. And yes, I have an incredible imagination. Oh boy. But my power is in my words. I seem to be able to just speak it and bam, it shows up. Okay. I'm not saying that my visualizations don't work. They do, but I would say I talk out loud to myself a lot. I'll even look in the mirror in my bathroom, not because I just think I'm gorgeous and all that, but because I'm talking to my soul. I'm looking past my physical, and I'm actually going into my soul and into my mind and my heart and everything, and I'm talking directly to it, and I'm telling them exactly what I want. Okay, I'll even talk in the mirror, and say, "Oh, your soulmate, they're gonna love you and cherish you. They think you're the most beautiful woman on the face of the earth." You have to do a lot of self-talk. We need to reprogram the subconscious mind. Okay, and sometimes you have to be delusional. You have to get rid of your limiting beliefs. You can't be sitting there on your bed at night going, woe is me, I feel sorry for me, I'm just dealing with the hand I was dealt, and oh my gosh, and oh, why did this happen to me? Oh, okay. You cannot be basking in those negative vibrations because your soulmate is going, they're being repelled away from you. Okay. They're not going to show up when you're in that victim mentality, when you think the life has handed you a horrible bunch of lemons, okay, on a, on a, rusted platter. You have to focus on what you want, not what you don't like. You don't put your energies into the negative and the things that you don't want. You put your energies into everything that you do want. Okay, that means speak it, live it, breathe it, think it, visualize it, whatever. You have to become exactly what you want. If you want to be a millionaire, you embody being a millionaire. Okay, if you want love, you have to become love. You have to love yourself. It may sound simple, yes, and it is simple to just say that. Love yourself. For some people, it might be really hard. And if it is really hard for you to love yourself or even look at yourself, I would definitely seek out some professional therapists because you want to get deep into your unconscious mind. If you are really, 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 you have so many traumas in your life that have been compressed and they've been compressed in your unconscious mind, you need to seek out therapy to help you get to face all of that unconsciousness, the trauma, the memories, all of that. You need to face it. And there is people out there that have had traumatic childhoods, okay? I know we all go through a lot in our lives, and a lot of it is self-inflicted, okay? But there is a lot that happens in our childhood that we didn't ask for, we didn't manifest, okay? Maybe it's part of karma from a past life, if you believe in that. But we still, no matter what, whether it's karma or not, it doesn't matter how these bad things happen to us, we need to deal with them. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's something we manifested from our negative thoughts or something that someone else manifested from their thoughts. We need to deal with it, face it, and get rid of it. Okay, we need to, of course, embody those emotions, cry it out, do whatever you need to do. When I've had to get rid of anger inside of me, I will get a pillow or boxing. I'll, go to the gym. I'm a gym rat, so I'll go to the gym and just pump it out, and but a lot of times it's a pillow, a nice soft pillow, and just dude, you got to do whatever you got to do to get it out, okay? To face it, deal with it. And the reason I'm going through all of this with you is because there is a lot of things that can really hinder a person's spiritual progress and self-love, okay? Because like I said, that's the first thing. In attracting your soulmate, you have to love yourself first. You have to love yourself first. I would say that attracting your soulmate isn't that hard. It's the keeping a soulmate. Now, you can literally attract your soulmate. They can show up, okay? But if you don't get right in here with your self-love and self-care and your vibrations, they will leave just as quickly as they came into your life, okay? So the attracting part, especially if it is a soul connection, that might not be that's not the hardest part. The part that you need to know is that, yeah, you've attracted them, okay? And you've done your work, you wrote down the traits you want, you say your affirmations, you have your subconscious mind reprogrammed to be in alignment with what you want in your heart's desires. And they show up, bam, they're there, knock on your door, and everything seems good in the beginning, but you still have a lot of unresolved issues inside of yourself. Maybe you're holding on to childhood traumas and all that sort of thing. Okay, maybe you didn't. Maybe your parent was an alcoholic and abused you and beat you. What if you? There's so many different scenarios. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but you don't need to be basking in those energies. That's not what you need to be basking in, okay? I don't believe in the victim mentality, even though people do. Oh, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. It's like, no. This is your life. You have to take responsibility for your life. You have to create what you want. In spite of what other people are doing, you have the power to reclaim your power and say exactly the way it's going to be. You write it down what you want, okay? Now, I think I've covered a lot of what I want to talk about in regards to the soulmate. I don't want to keep prattling on and regurgitating the same thing, but I'm going to briefly look over my notes. So pardon me for a second. I'm going to get some water, look over my notes. I want to make sure that I have covered everything in this video that I wanted to cover. Again, if I have left out anything or you have any questions, but no one is asking questions. I've seen people come and go, but no one is seeming to say hi or okay. All right, so I just had that one person earlier and they disappeared. I guess they thought that they must have thought that I wasn't going live. Oh well, so okay, so I'm gonna look at my notes real quick. Like see, ADHD, I'm just all over the place. So yeah, I think I covered that person's question about what it will feel like when you meet a soulmate or when you have a soulmate connection with somebody. You will definitely know. I mean, maybe you won't right away, but bing, it will. I mean, if it does, if you don't feel that soulmate connection right away, you will pretty quickly. I mean, you'll start looking and going, wow, there's synchronicities. Everything is just like aligning. Everything is just, when you really are paying attention and go, wow, the alignments are just off the wall, amazing. But for me, when I have met someone that I have a soul connection with, and it could be another female, a friendship, it could be my son, my daughter, whatever. It could be a coworker I have a soul connection with. But every time that I've had a soul connection with somebody, I had that immediate feeling of I'm at home. And I recognized their soul and their spirit right away. And it was calming. It was an instant knowing that it was right, that they were meant to be in my life at that time. And yes, I have had female friends that were soul connections that have come into my life at just the right, perfect time. And when I met them, I was like, oh my gosh, I instantly knew them. And I felt at home. Now maybe that's just because of my strong Scorpion Cancer. I'm a very deep, watery person, and I can feel people instantly. So some people I feel more deeply than others, obviously. I will block out people. I can block out people unless it's just too overwhelming. But anyways, as far as knowing if there's going to be signs of when your soulmate shows up, like I said, it could be anybody. It could be someone you work with. It could be someone of the same sex. It could be a friend, a family member. But that's why I took you through all of these steps, writing down exactly the kind of soulmate or partner you want. If you want that true love, if you want a true love relationship with someone, you want a forever relationship with someone, you have to get specific in your affirmations and in the traits that you want. And I'll take you through briefly again before I shut this down, because I'm going to have to shut this down. I have to get doing some other things. So like I wrote down, okay, so I just want to show you that I'm not bluffing. I do write down in my list the things that I want my partner to have, okay, my forever partner, because I'm looking for a forever partner. I'm not looking for a fling or anything like that. So I'm not writing down, oh, I just want a temporary thing. Okay, so I say, they'll be patient, kind, and compassionate, okay? And a lot of the qualities that I am looking for, and this should be for you too, is qualities that I can give in return. If I want someone to be faithful, I know I can be faithful. If I desire or need someone to be loyal, then I know I can be 100% loyal. A lot of times when I look at that list, and this probably goes for you too, if you start writing down a list of the traits that you want in your soulmate, you'll start noticing that your soulmate is going to look a lot like you. Okay. And so I have come to realize that, yeah, the qualities that I want in my forever partner are qualities that I have inside of me. that I have to give. Okay. I have a lot of love to give. And so therefore my forever partner needs to be full of love himself. That means he needs to love himself. Okay. He needs to love himself. He needs to radiate love. He needs to be able to give it back. Okay. And it doesn't matter, I mean, you can attract that soulmate, but you need to be able to keep them. I see a lot of people attracting people into their lives, and someone that they're like, wow, this could be it. But then boom, they're gone. It all goes back to what's going on inside of yourself. You have to look inside yourself to know what's happening on the outside world. Your outside world is a literal reflection of what's going on inside your heart and in your mind. Okay. The thoughts that you think create your reality. Your thoughts become things, period. It's proven. Okay. So keep your thoughts in alignment with what your heart desires. Okay. So we oftentimes pick up on other people's feelings and thoughts, especially if you're a water sign like I am. I pick up on other people's feelings and thoughts so easily. They're not my feelings. They're their feelings, but I'm experiencing them. Okay. I have learned discernment, which most people do not have discernment. They start feeling things for someone and they actually think it's their own feelings, and it's not. It's not. See, I can feel other people intimately, but they're not my feelings. Okay. They're their feelings. I just happen to be able to tune into them and know everything that they're feeling and thinking. So not everyone has that gift, but a lot of times people catch feelings. When you're catching feelings, you are literally catching that other person's feelings that they have for you or someone else. Okay. And then they start thinking, and it does. It feels like it's your own feelings. It really does. And then you start falling. Okay. And then you fall in love, but it's really not your feelings. You're under someone else's spell. Okay. So you have to be careful. I have videos in my playlist about discernment, how to know what feelings are yours and our feelings are someone else's, but you're experiencing their feelings. They're not your own. Okay. They can become your own if you decide you want them to be your own. You have to make that choice and differentiation. Do I want to go and see what this is all about, and then maybe develop feelings or whatever. But a lot of times we're just feeling what other people are feeling or thinking. And I mean, I've got videos in my playlist. I want you to check them out. Okay. And if you're having a hard time loving yourself, I encourage you to go into my playlist and find the video that I spoke about on the unconscious mind, how to get into that, to the unconscious mind to deal with trauma that is something, childhood trauma. I take you through the steps of how to access that trauma in your unconscious mind. This is trauma that you've compressed. Okay. It's not out there in your conscious mind at all. You may have some sort of knowledge that could be holding you back from having that forever loving partner show up in your life and stay in your life. Okay. So I don't want to keep beating that into the wall. We can totally attract anybody we want. That's the easy part. It's keeping them. And to keep them, you have to do the work inside of yourself. You have to keep everything high vibrating and in a loving vibration to keep someone in your life, because they can leave just as quickly as they came into your life. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But if you are vibrating at that high level of love, then they'll stay. I mean, it's all positive. It's all good, So anyways, I want to thank any and all of you that have checked in with me and joined me during this live stream. I appreciate you dealing with my live stream getting cut off, because it did get cut off. I have no idea what happened either. I'm at a loss. Anyway, so I'm going to jump off here. And if any of you need to seek out more personalized coaching, please contact me via my email, and you know where to find that. Okay. Yeah. So thank you again, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, before I get off here, oh my goodness, I almost forgot to say I'm going live again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about how to address trauma in your life, how to get around all that, how to manifest what you really want, whether it's money, love, a new career, a new car, it doesn't matter. I'm going to just run through like the general basics of how you can manifest anything in your life, okay? And how to get your mindset right. Okay, I'm going to take you briefly through all those steps. And then just talk about whatever. I'll do Q&A tomorrow also. So if you have any questions, then I can answer you. And hopefully I know I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, I know I will. All right. Cheerio.